Peace be unto you wherever you are. Welcome to today's edition of the Black Pot, aka Kukushiunimu. This is where we speak truth to power and we speak it unapologetically. So today we have our top 3 issues we're going to delve into quickly. But before then, let me recommend to you Tap Send. Tap Send is the most reliable and convenient and most affordable way you can remit money to anybody from any part of the world you may find yourself. If you are in Canada, in Australia, if you are in Germany, Nigeria, Rwanda, Bulgaria, wherever you are, if you need to send money, please use Tap Send with the promo code BLAKKRASTA, Black Rasta. That is the promo code you need to use when you are using Tap Send. And you're going to come back and tell us that we gave you the best of advice. Tap Send will send the money conveniently, affordably, and secure. So please, let me quickly move into our first story. Our first story: Ghana's most wanted Ken. Ghana's most wanted Ken. There are a lot of Kens in this country, but one particular Ken has been the center of most of our discourse, has been at the center of most, of the news, on our reels and our taglines. Ken Ofori-Atta. That's him, the man in white. He happens to be the most wanted Ken in this country at the very moment. Why? Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta was the finance minister during the tenure of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And under his leadership of the finance ministry, a lot of things happened. And now the office of the special prosecutor is calling on Ofori-Atta to present himself, avail himself for questioning, for investigation of certain issues. There are 5 key issues or so that is being investigated for. And all effort to get him to present himself before the OSP seems not to yield any results. So the OSP has finally redeclared Ken Ofori-Atta a fugitive. Wanted. And this is Ken Ofori-Atta's picture. Kenneth Nanaya Ofori-Atta. His age is there, his gender, and the reasons. 1, this suspect is wanted to answer charges in respect of several cases, including strategic mobilization, GRA contract, termination of ECGBXC contract, national cathedral payments, ambulance procurement contract, and tax refund account utilization. So these are the key issues for which Ofori-Atta is being investigated. And again, Mr. Ofori-Atta sent, according to Mr. Ofori-Atta's camp, they have tendered in a hospital report that is saying that Ken Ofori-Atta is unwell and cannot avail himself in person to, as it were, go through the investigation. But rather, they would love to have a virtual kind of, discourse on the matter. But according to the OSP, Ken Ofori-Atta's lawyers have not officially given them any official document from a hospital to that effect. Therefore, the OSP has redeclared Ken Ofori-Atta wanted. And in a press briefing, the OSP mentioned that they will go to the length of raising the red flag on him at Interpol level. And then they will also cause his extradition. Now, Mr. Ofori-Atta is someone that a lot of Ghanaians seem to, be eager to see him account for his stewardship and answer to those 5 issues. So he not coming is like people being denied or deprived of food and water. Let's read a brief of what the newsreels are saying with regards to this particular Ofori-Atta issue. Now, again, Ofori-Atta's team, one of the lawyers, Frank Davis, has responded to the OSP, saying that the OSP seems not to appreciate the kind of sickness his client is being treated. And if the OSP still think that Ofori-Atta is not willing to submit himself and he is pretending to be sick, and they want to institute an extradition action against him, they should go ahead and bring him to Ghana. We will be waiting for you to bring Ofori-Atta back. Frank Davis calls OSP's bluff. That is it. So lawyer Frank Davis seems not to be happy with how the OSP is handling the Ofori-Atta matter. And therefore, he says, okay, now you have the power. Use anything within your power, your means, to bring Ken Ofori-Atta down to Ghana. And let's see. As if he knows that Ofori-Atta will never be found. Maybe. But other people are also saying that OSP should not only raise the Interpol red flag or pursue Ofori-Atta's extradition, but should go to the length of confiscating Ofori-Atta's properties in Ghana. And who is this gentleman? Oliver Barker from Mawo. It's time OSP freezes Ken Ofori-Atta's assets. That is what Oliver Barker from Mawo is also saying. Now, this is not the first time that a former minister is being put through investigation or even trial. It happened. A former finance minister, Victor Solomon, was subjected through this kind of investigation and trial and ended up in jail. that led to his demise. At the time he was put through the whole issue of his persecution, some call it persecution, he was not well, but he was compelled to go through it. So how different is Victor Solomon from Ken Ofori-Atta? How different? Not too long ago, another former deputy finance minister who happens to be the finance minister currently in the person of Ato Forsen was also put through the same thing. He stood trial to the extent that the then Attorney General, Godfrey Dame, tried every means possible, including, as it was alleged by Jakpa, convincing Jakpa to support him, the Attorney General, to at all costs get Ato Forsen jailed. Ato Forsen was the deputy finance minister. And the issue that was being investigated had to do with buses, ambulances. And again, in this kind of Ofori-Atta's case, there's an issue of ambulance too. So in this world, you do to others as you want them to do unto you. If these guys allow themselves to go through the system for the system to decide on their actions and inactions, why not to Ofori-Atta? It happened to the venerable Chachu Chikata. Mr. Ofori-Atta, at a point that some of us were so worried when we got to know about his health status, and we thought that he needed rest because the position of the finance minister is too critical. The workload is tedious. So, considering the fact that we got to know of his ill health, we thought that he was not going to become the finance minister during the second term of Akufo-Addo. But even with all his sickness, that was obvious. You could see the man and you know that this man wasn't well. He still came and sat through his vetting and was passed to become a minister. Seriously, I was a bit disappointed in Parliament when they passed Ofori-Atta's appointment, because even in private practice, in the private sector, when you apply for a job, you are made to present a medical report. You undergo a medical screening. You go through a medical test to ascertain your fitness for the job. So for a whole ministry of finance and economic planning, the position of the minister to be given to someone who was battling his health, do you think that the person will even have the peace of mind to think about the economy? I'm telling you, listen, there is this proverb that I created myself. And I quote in the Akan language, the Twi. It says, Diane kaka, etutuno, ewo adabraka. Onfa ho ene enama, yeche ni free, ewo abeka. Diane kaka etutuno adabraka. All that he thinks about is how to get the toothache, that toothache, the pain to subdue. It's not about the meat that is being shared for free at Abeka. So the one who is battling for his life focuses on that life that he needs to secure, not the economy. So no wonder the economy under Ken Ofori-Atta was bad. Because the man was thinking about himself, not about the economy. And the Akufo-Addo, the cabinet, they sat and watched and things went down the drain. Now he is supposed to come and answer, help with investigation, and is running away. In this country, former presidents, after serving their tenure, they stayed in the country. John Rawlings stayed in the country to face the consequences. John Ajekun Kufuor did stay. John Dramani Mahama stayed in the country and went through investigation like we want Oforiatta to also go through. John Dramani Mahama, after serving as president, he was subjected to investigation. The Ford expedition. You see, the aircraft saga. He went through all. So why has Oforiatta decided to put himself in exile? The country that you have, lived in, made a lot of, properties for yourself. You cannot come and stay in the country. Because when you come down to Ghana, you are going to be investigated. So you don't want to come. It's good the OSP has taken the decision, and they should pursue it to the latter and ensure that Oforiatta appears in this country, flesh and blood, to come and account. So, Mr. Oforiatta, yasi nipa wayira onuno nimbe bia ohye. Enti ja ehunta nenja o whiny. Show yourself. Come and face the consequences. If you are free, why not? There's nothing to fear. If your hands are clean. As for his health excuse, people are not taking it because they are saying that when he was sick, he made himself available to go through vetting and serve as a minister. So he should do the same thing. Now that he is supposed to assist with investigation. So we will put Oforiatta OSP here. But OSP, people are watching. And what they are saying is that if you are not able to bring to conclusion this Oforiatta saga, then you, OSP, you are the problem. Thank you. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushiu Nimo. This is where we speak truth to power, and we speak it unapologetically. Let's go for our quote of the day. When we come back, there's more to talk about. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushiu Nimo. This is where we speak truth to power, and we speak it unapologetically. Please put your comments there. Do you agree with Oliver Bakavamawo that the assets of Oforiatta must be frozen? I think so. Let's put, let's freeze every property of his, every asset of it until he shows up, okay, and goes through the investigation. So what do you also think? Want to know your thoughts on this matter. So put your comment there in the comment section on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, wherever you are watching us from. Just put your comments there and we'll be glad to read them and share with the rest of the world. This is Black Empire Media. If you want to do business with us, our doors are open. 02444 99461. That's the number to call. 02444 99461. Call us. Let's do business. Remember, Tap Send is also supporting us. You need to send money from any part of the world. Use Tap Send with the promo code BLAKKRASTA, Black Rasta. Let's move on to our second story. 10 years after June 3rd, what has happened? June 3rd, 2015 is one of the saddest days in the history of our country. We witnessed a serious disaster that could probably have been avoided if we had done the right things. However, disasters happen, and when they do happen, what do? We need to learn from them. We need to ensure they do not happen again. But have we learned our lessons? 2015, June 3rd, exactly 10 years today, about 200 Ghanaians lost their lives in a tragic way, and several others were injured, and properties, that could value to about 2 billion were all destroyed. June 3rd, the flood and fire disaster. In fact, when you check the images, watch the videos, you will feel so emotional. Anytime I have to talk about this, I need to muster courage to do so, because it hits the very core of my emotions. A man receives a phone call from the wife. Hello, husband. Dear, please, I'm coming. I'm returning from church, the rehearsals. But as you can see, the flood, everywhere is flooded. The man was at the other side, while the wife's car was being carried away by the flood water. And he could see the wife drowning and could not save the wife. A man with a wife and child, before he could realize, the man and the child are gone forever. It's a sad thing. A committee was set up to look into the matter, and they made recommendations. Unfortunately, sadly, those things that led to that disaster are still being done, and in a worse form. People dumping refuse into gutters, open drainages, choked gutters. People building on waterways. Thereby, when it rains, the water, the running water, does not get its own path. Hence, need to find any available space to occupy. It still rains, and Accra gets flooded. Why? People who were giving states money to dredge the Odor took the money and never did any dredging. And on top of it, excavators that were seized in anti-galamsey operations. When we talk of dredging, we use excavators to dredge. So those excavators that could have been placed in the Odor to dredge the river, they decided to burn them. And the Odor is still choked. We have not been able to desilt it. So it rains and the place gets flooded. We play with safety. Safety education does not matter to Ghanaians. So whenever the fire service is on TV trying to educate people, on radio trying to educate people, go and check the views. 4, 3, 4, 3, 5. We are not serious with our safety. But safety first. Safety first. So the flood water and fuel that was buried in a filling station opposite Vienna at Circle had leakages, and the fuel mixed with the flood waters, and whether someone was smoking and decided to drop it in the flood water, boom, people got burnt. Cars got burnt. People have been burnt beyond recognition. And still, we are not safety-minded. Disaster happened. So after the disaster, what happened? Those that were hospitalized, according to them, the state decided to take care of their hospital bills. But after they were discharged from the hospital, nothing has been done for them again. I remember TV3 and the MP for is it Kote Kole or Kole Kote, Honorable Senator Rollins, they teamed up to raise funds, to raise support for some victims. But how sustainable was that effort? Now some of the victims are crying and calling on government for help. Was any insurance paid to them? The vehicles that were packed, the vehicles that got burned, did they have insurance? What is NIC, National Insurance Commission, doing about it? Some of the victims decided to come together with One Ghana movement to fight for compensation. They have been in court for about 5 years and still nothing, no compensation, no insurance cover for them. Some of them, they can't work again. How are they surviving? In Ghana, it seems insurance companies, they do have field deal. People get issues and they feel like, as for the insurance people, yes, I have insurance, but if you go, it's long, you didn't, so I won't even follow. So people are not even following up for their claims. People don't even know how to go about it to get their claims. Insurance education is very, very poor. People are not in the know. Where do I even start if I want to file for a claim? They don't even know about that. And this is the duty of NIC. So even if those victims do not know how to go about it, what about NIC? You are there to ensure the interest of the insurer and the insured. That's it. So the insurance company, the oil company, the oil marketing company that had the issue, GOI, what has happened to them? Have they paid any compensation? Nothing. And the case is still in court. So we are hoping and praying with the court to expedite action and ensure that justice is served to those unfortunate victims of the June 3rd disaster. At least this will not bring them back to their old state, their former state, but at least it will bring them back to a position where they will be able to afford their daily needs. It will bring them back to a position where they'll be able to forgive the country, because they are embittered, they carry resentment. They think that the country has left them alone. The country has disappointed them. They harbor resentment. They feel the pain. So let's ameliorate their pain. Let's take the pain from them. Show them love. It shouldn't be on June 3rd. Then some few people go and make donations to them, or they'll gather them and give them a pack of jollof with a bottle of mineral, a soft drink. No, they deserve better than that. The nation must take it upon itself to ensure that the oil company, GOIL, is still there. The insurance companies, they compensate those who lost their lives, the family, and those who have been deformed by the June 3rd disaster. It is very, very important. And we should make sure that this does not repeat itself. Stop choking the gutters. Stop dumping refuse in them. Dredge them. Give the water its way. And let's also have our freedom and our safe environment. It's as simple as that. Other than that, it might not be another June 3rd, but maybe a 4th September. Who knows? So please, prevention is better than cure. NIC, wake up. Ministry of Interior, Gender and Social Protection, SHRAJ, all those institutions that matter in this scheme of work, please, let's ensure that these victims have what they desire, have what they deserve, and we'll all be at peace. Shalom. We will go for a quick break. And when we come back, we will look into our last issue. But let us know what you think about the stories so far. Your opinions are very, very, very important, and they matter to us here at Black Empire Media. Remember, it's tap send. If you need to send money from any part of the world, tap send with the promo code BLAKKRASTA. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushu Nimu. Now let's tease your brain small. Welcome back. This is Blackport, aka Kukushunimu. This is where we speak truth to power. And quickly we'll be looking at some of your comments that have come in. Our third and final story too is there for us. Conscious Agbemenu, Mr. Tena, greetings to you. Your energy is down today. Why? Rastaman, live light it up, or you need some, what is that? Bakui from the Volta region. The quality ones come from there. Cho nyabro the energy there today. That be how the spirit day. You understand? Today be June 3rd. So we just meditate upon it small. Black Rasta say more fire, General. Yes, sire, we miss you plenty. We miss you so much, Black Rasta. Yes, I look up on your status. All right, so our final story for today. The unsteady Wontumi. The unsteady Wontumi. Chairman Wontumi is the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. And he says he is the governor of Kumasi and he is untouchable. He says even if John Dramani Mahama wants to come to the Ashanti region, he needs to seek permission from him. Wontumi says nobody can match him and he is untouchable. He is the toughest seat. Wontumi was placed under Iyoko custody and he was granted bail. But however, he was not able to meet the bail conditions and had to spend some extra days in detention. We heard that he wasn't well whilst he was in the custody of the Iyoko. And just yesterday, he got released and we saw him in videos and in pictures. And the Wontumi that we saw before being detained at Iyoko and the one we saw released from Iyoko seemed to be quite, different. The high-spirited Wontumi came out of Iyoko custody looking like someone who has been hit by some mild stroke or something of that sort. He looked traumatized. So I don't know. Iyoko, what did you do to Wontumi? Maybe by mistake he was lying on the floor and someone mistakenly stepped on his balls. That one can be very, very painful and traumatic. I'm telling you, that one is very, very painful and traumatic. Oh, so what happened to Wontumi? Or he was sick before he was placed in detention. We want to know. Or some people also are saying that Wontumi was only acting. He was acting. And I didn't know Wontumi was a good actor like that. Anyway, Chairman Wontumi is also undergoing criminal investigation. Upon his release, people that are said to be his supporters or members of the MPP, we saw some of them jubilating, though I know a lot of them, you see those numbers, the people that went to meet Wontumi, if you want to do the ratio as compared to the entirety of MPP supporters, you realize that the number that went there is a microcosm of microcosm. It's nothing before the decimal point. It's not even up to 0.0000001% of the MPP people or the sympathizers of MPP. All right. So those of you who are saying that people went there, Charlie, it no be any people like that. The number as compared to the generality of the MPP, realize that this is significant. But the significant issue here is that Wontumi is not a free man. Wontumi has not been acquitted and discharged by a court of competent jurisdiction. He is yet to even go through the process proper. So this one is just a bail for him to go home and reflect on his future. So this does not mean Wontumi has been exonerated or has been made free. He's freed from the charges that were leveled against him. No, he is now going to face the drum. He's going to face the music and dance squarely to it. And we will continue to follow this matter until it is resolved properly. And some are blaming Yoko and the powers that be, that they want to show their marks, they want to flex marks, they want to show Wontumi where the power lies. But from where I sit and how I see things, I don't think it was a deliberate ploy by Yoko to still keep Wontumi in custody. However, Wontumi's bail condition was being used as a political football. And the MPP, the sections in MPP decided to play that ball, dribble each other. So all those who want to be flag bearers, all those who are looking for positions in the party, they decided that they will use that Wontumi's, bail as an opportunity to score some points. Instead of them thinking of coming together, using that as an opportunity to come together as party members, they rather use it as an opportunity to, seek for personal glory. So Kenneth Japan tried, it didn't work. Dr. Baumia tried, it didn't work. And then Brian Champo. And these three people are seen as the forerunners in the party's presidential aspirant race. You get the point? So instead of them coming together, they decided to do personal stuff. And that led to them not being able to get Wontumi bail conditions satisfied. That was the reason why he stayed there. And I also heard that Chama Wontumi was in the Yoko custody, refused to eat because he did not trust Yoko. But, however, some people are saying, including Beatrice Annan of the NDC, they are saying that Wontumi did not eat because he didn't trust Yoko, but because of what he has seen before, because he didn't trust his own MPP people. So perhaps that's the reason why he looked fragile and, failed. He looked unsteady when he was released, because he had not eaten proper. So, according to Wontumi, some time ago, he, Wontumi, and a certain John Kuma ate, and they found out that they were poisoned. So, probably, it's because of that experience. That is why he refused to eat the food that were brought by his own party people, and decided to stay on an empty stomach. Wontumi, we wish you well. We want you to be fully fit, you and Ken Ofori-Atta, you and all those that served in the Nana Akufo-Addo's government. We want you to be fully fit so that you will be able to account for your stewardship. We gave you a job to do and you need to account for it. So we want you to be fit. We want you to be alive. But Wontumi and Ken Ofori-Atta, if you guys are not sick and you are pretending to be sick, then you guys are account people and you understand this proverb better than me. Se upetu yarea upetu se upetu yarea. Upetu. And I love the way things are going. They should, Yoko and OSP, guys, operate like University of Ghana. When we went to University of Ghana and we were writing the exams, anytime you are writing the exams, there's an ambulance at the exam center. Ambulance is packed. I don't know. I remember the first time I saw an ambulance at the exams center. I said, hey, we are coming to write exams. What is the ambulance doing here? Not knowing that they have been in the school for a long time. They have experience. They know what happens during exams. We were writing the exams. No, Sangha, he saw the questions and realized that, these questions there, he can't answer. And he decided to faint. And he collapsed. Yes. Somebody has collapsed. And they rushed him. They put him in the ambulance and straight to University Clinic. So they sent him to University of Ghana Clinic, and the guy was in the bed. And they put some infusion and all, blah, 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 blah. So the guy woke up, he gained consciousness. The moment he gained consciousness, then the person that was assigned to accompany him and the nurse, they asked him, gentlemen, are you feeling better now? And he said yes. So the moment he said yes, they said, okay, then we have your exams questions and answer booklets here, so you can continue with the exams. He saw the questions again and he collapsed again. University of Ghana, they will chase you to the hospital with the exams questions. So please, Wontumi Okenofayata, yes, we don't pray for evil to befall you, not at all, seriously. But we pray that you live and face the consequences of your actions and inactions. So the unsteady Wontumi, be steady. This is the black pot, aka Kukushiunim. This is where we speak truth to power. And this is where we will draw down the curtain on today's edition of the Black Pot. If you have your comments, let us have them. We're going to read them. Ras Osaje Fodwa Bill, Ding Dong Guma Dog Inzom Bill. May we never have this June 3rd disaster again in our motherland, Ghana. Jaja be our helper. You see, Abna J. Coleman, he said, word. Abna, how can a filling station be in the middle of the city? Which is very sad. Our leaders don't think about safety. Which people give licenses. Okay, Abna, so please, I used to have these kind of concerns. But as I engage with the experts, I realized that it's not wrong to have a filling station sited, in the city. And it's so everywhere. And no matter where you site the filling station, development will grow and come and catch up with it. But the issue is that you need to ensure that the safety precautions are there. The safety precautions are there. That's it. You need to be disciplined. You need to be responsible. I get in the point. Yes, it's just like when we have the fuel tanker. Sometimes I'll ask myself, hey, when I'm in a serious traffic and I look left and look right and I see these fuel tankers, some carrying LPG, some carrying, diesel and all. Ask myself, so in case this thing goes boom, what happens? All of us in this traffic go Yamsu, Muluka, Mutu. But there's that. So that's why the safety is very, very important. So Abna, thank you for your message. Keep your messages coming and we'll be reading them here on the Black Pot. My name is Lord ASOREBA, and I want to say a big thank you to the production team and also to Tap Send for holding us down. Tap Send is the best way. It's raining amazing rates. Tap Send. So if you're not taking advantage of it, please do tap send. So Black Rasta, you are in the US now. We entreat you to tap send us. Tap send us. Tap send us. Obia Abaga Ebeba. And it will be interesting. Black Rasta sending through tap send with the promo code Black Rasta. My name is Lord ASOREBA Thunder. God willing, I'm going to be on your screens again tomorrow with another edition of the Black Pot, aka Coco Show Nimu. This is where we speak truth to power. Thank you. Mawanarao. Adios. Nyuma ajobo. Peace.